Good morning. It's actually got some sun coming out this morning. So I still got the colder plugs in here, and I can tell there's definitely a difference in how it runs, obviously. But I went back to the cheaper gas, and my cab light is wigging out. Let's see if I can catch it. Blinking. Interesting. But the cab light, or what was I saying? I still got 87 gas instead of 91 like I should be running with the chip, because I am still running the chip. And I got the 305 injectors, but with the cold plugs. So I am gonna throw the 350 injectors in, because if you remember, the problem was the regulator. That aftermarket regulator I threw in there was just dumping fuel in there. I don't think it was the injectors so much. So we're gonna throw that back in, throw those back in, the injectors, not the regulator, because I don't want to just dump fuel like that. I want to see what it runs like with just the injectors and the 91 gas and the cold plugs, because I haven't had that combination with all together without the regulator. And you can hear, maybe you can hear that kind of ticking since I put in that fuel pressure gauge. The lines have moved. Oh, where am I going? Going way too far. I just need to go this far. You hear it? Wah, wah, wah. But what that is the lines rattling against the cab. So it's no big deal. She's running good now. I think and I'm hoping anyways, that if I put the 91 gas back in there and, well, yeah, just the gas really, and maybe more of it with the 350 injectors, that cold start won't be such a problem. Oh yeah, no misfire. It's always been a problem for me with this truck. The far cylinder, and my guess is that it's just, I think I mentioned this to someone else too in one of their videos, maybe it was a problem for them as well. But I think when it's cold, it's just hard for air and fuel to get, from those two little throttle bodies all the way to those farthest cylinders in a proper fashion to really fire right until it's come up to temperature. Okay, so I just wanted to show this real quick. It's something I didn't even think about until just now. In the last video I said I was going to change back to the 350 injectors. now that it's smogged. And then I thought, well, what if the regulator is different too? You know, I know it's welded in place from the factory, but for a 350, because this came off of this blue one I had in the backyard, you know, you see here that they weld those nubs in place, and there's these windows here. Let me try to set this right here. There we go. Okay. So you see these windows right there, and this one is for the 305, and the lower it is, the less pressure it is. The harder you push on the diaphragm, the faster it's going to vibrate, the more pressure it's going to apply. This is from the blue 350 that's no longer here, and it's a lot higher in the window. So instead of messing with that adjustable one and not being able to control it, it feels like, I'm gonna try putting this one in and see what the gauge says, because with the 305 it read about 10 pounds. So we'll see what this one says. Okay, I got the 350 injectors and the 350 regulator on there. Let's see what happens when I start it up. Double check, make sure everything's hooked up. Sometimes I get moving a little too fast. Pretty sure everything's good. Oh. That said 10. Let's see what it says when it's running. That's a little better. That's at 11. So I got a pound more. A little over a pound, it looks like. Cool. So there's a little something for you guys with 305s. Try 350 injector and regulator. Just go grab the whole throttle body and clean it up, you know. $30-something kit or $29 kit. See you later.